All right, everyone, let me move myself down. Today we're going to continue this objective, which we did on Wednesday of last week. The objective is we will view and closely examine a photo to conduct research on the elements of the setting and our ideas for the story the photo is telling. So we're going to start planning our story after we do our research, and our research is due today. So today you're going to finish your research. I want to show you a little bit of how this looks on Google Classroom. So on Google Classroom, you're going to see 3 lessons under National Geographic Writing Project. We did this one. This is over and done with. It was due on May 10th, finito. This is the one that we worked on last week on Wednesday, and this is where your work is. This is just going to have the video for today that you're watching right now, and it's going to tell you what you're doing. But ultimately, the work that you're turning in today is on the 512 assignment. So if you recall, we did this last time where we all started working on a graphic organizer that looked like this. And you had to copy and paste your picture in, your caption. Then you had to do some research about the picture and the caption. I was looking at your work so far on Friday, and I want to give you a couple notes about conducting research. So the first note that I want you to notice is when you are finding a picture, it needs to be another picture of the location so that you can get a sense of what that place is like in more than one picture. So for example, this is my picture. It's her on the train station in Dhaka, Bangladesh. But I also Googled Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I found this picture, and I thought, well, this is maybe what it looks like outside of the train station. The way that I'm proving that it's definitely research that I looked up is I'm putting the web address underneath. Now, I don't have it for every question because this question, where is it? Well, I knew that from the caption. The caption told me that, so I didn't need to go to the internet to answer that question. However, I did when I did the weather. So some of you are guessing at the weather, but make sure that you're looking it up. So I use these 2 websites to look up the weather and to find out that Dhaka is hot and wet. I found out they have a rainy season or like a monsoon season that lasts a long time. And I also found out the average temperature. So when you're doing your research, you probably will have another tab open where you're Googling things. Like you're looking at, well, what is the weather like in Dhaka? The last thing I want to show you is that you should use the picture and the caption for clues. So you want to pretend like you're a detective and you're trying to solve, like, if a crime happened in this picture, what clues can you use to figure out as many details as possible about what the picture is showing and who is in the picture? For instance, I know the time of day. It's not at night because I see that behind the train there's a lot of sun, and I see that there's sun coming from up above. So when it says down here, what time of day is it? I can tell from the angle of the sun that it's the afternoon. The other thing you can use is clues in the caption. It says that this bride is waiting for her husband so they can make a pilgrimage or a journey home to enjoy the Eid festival. This is going to tell me about what time of year it is because that's a specific holiday that's celebrated at a specific time of year. So I'm going to put that in to Google and see, like, this year, Eid was actually very recently, and it's in the beginning of May. the more I read, the more I'm going to learn that it might be the beginning of May. It could also be other days, depending, but it's usually in the spring. So if I use Wikipedia, I'm going to do a little bit of reading. I'm going to learn a little bit more about Eid and what it is. And up here, it's going to tell me a little bit about what time period of the year it is. And that's where I can use, where did it go? Here it is. So now I can use that when I'm filling out my graphic organizer. Where is that? What time period or year is it? So it didn't tell me the year, but it told me and then to prove that I'm researching, I copy the website and I paste the website in to my document. So let's just review very quickly. What we just talked about. I want to let me add. So we talked about using clues in the picture to answer the question. We talked about using clues in the caption to answer the research questions. And we talked about using the internet to find information. Let me make this so that you can see it. And we said we're going to record the website. So we're going to continue our research today. This research graphic organizer is due today. And if you need any help, please ask me or Mrs. Fretter.